I got some music that I'm working on.
You do?
I did something currently, me, Eminem, and Tupac. It's coming out shortly.
Hey, boy, Pac been dead 30 years. Let the man rest in peace. Man, Eminem, come on now. Come on, Curtis. Put them shoes out, let them flop, and do your Tony Yayo Lloyd Banks remix, baby. Come on, baby, let's go.
Do you want to do a new one? Do we have a new album?
I got some music that I'm working on.
You do?
I did something currently, me, Eminem, and Tupac. Yeah.
What? I mean, we're confused about the Tupac of it. Only
like, what are you doing?
AI?
It's his estate. We got, no, it's not AI. It's actually.
It's some of his stuff that hasn't been released.
His music?
And they gave you the green light?
Wait, what? That just broke some news.
Yeah, and they gave you the green light to use it?
Yeah, they delivered it. Actually, it was for the theme for the fight, Street Fighter.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah.
So, and then we worked on it and got it right, so.
So when does that drop?
Soon. It'll be coming out shortly.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's big.
I want to go viral this morning, so Curtis, I ain't finished with you. I saw you making excuses of why you was kicked off the shows, blamed it on the black woman. She's the creator, she wrote it. It's her show. Ghost was her show, Kanan was her show. She gave you $3,500 an episode. Just to do little posts and all that. Be loyal to the black woman the way you are to Eminem. She gave you an opportunity.
On top of that, Ricky goes on to troll 50 Cent, being that 50 said that he has new music dropping with Eminem, and also continues to troll him, basically saying that them G-Unit sneakers that 50's gonna drop are gonna flop.
But I heard you say you finna release new music with Eminem and Tupac. Hey, boy, Pac been dead 30 years. Let the man rest in peace. Man, Eminem, come on now. Come on. Come on, Curtis. Put them shoes out, let them flop, and do your Tony Yayo Lloyd Banks remix, baby. Come on, baby, let's go. Those G-Unit sneakers gonna be in Costco, baby. I like the Lloyd Banks ones better than all the other ones. Them other ain't even got no sneakers, but 50, give Lloyd Banks his own high top sneaker. And since the free ain't happening no more, you know what I'm saying? You can focus on the sneakers. 50, who own your masters? Who own your masters? I buy your masters. You better shut up. I will buy your masters. It's $100 million house. Them y'all be talking about can't even show you a palm tree in their front yard.
Rick Ross posted a video flexing a $100 million estate while taking shots at 50 Cent. But 50 Cent quickly clapped back, claiming the entire flex was fake. 50 alleged that Ross was simply standing at an open house that was actually listed on Airbnb.
I love to share game with the young hustlers. I'm a boss, keeping it true to the culture. If I wanted to sell 250 the first week, you think Rose couldn't have played that game that was played to sell $250,000 the first week? That shit cheap. Them y'all be talking about can't even show you a motherfucking palm tree in their front yard. This $100 million house. As I said on my story yesterday, 22,000 the first week, 20 the second week. Those drastic fall-offs, guys, that you see with a lot of those other artists is when the numbers are inflated. The bots. To me, the new flex is no bots. Keep it genuine, keep it pure. Let the music fight any battles. You understand? Come on now, this the biggest boss. I'm letting niggas know. Do the long game, baby. That's how we hustling, that's how we winning. We here 20 years later. All right, let's get back to business. I got a question. 50 Cent after your first album with Diamond. No one around you thought it'd be a good idea to renegotiate that horrendous contract you was in for ownership of your masters after that first album? The second album? The third album? The fourth album? You know what? I'm behind the bar, I'm Lord Vader. #1 premium rum in the world, and I want to pour you a shot. Yeah, you. I want to pour you a shot of Bumble rum. This is what you deserve. And believe it or not, you can afford this.
This 50 Cent and Rick Ross beef clearly isn't cooling down anytime soon. Just when it seemed like Fifth had finished taking shots at Ross over the reported sales of his latest album, Rick Ross came back with another angle, keeping their long-running rivalry alive.
But look, 50. Boy, I see you struggling making that G-Unit film studio out there in Louisiana where that cheapest land at. You thought you was gonna be able to do it. You thought you was gonna be able to get them loans, and it ain't. What's wrong? What's taking so long?
Let's talk about him. He's saying he is pushing back from Shreveport. What does that mean? He's invested with all of this property that he's bought. Does that mean that he doesn't want to work with the city of Shreveport and these ventures anymore? What does that mean?
Well, you know, it
You
says,
talk with him?
It says what it says. I have not talked to him since the post. And as I've said to many, many people, I learned a long time ago I'm a really terrible mind reader.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to infer anything from what he says. And when we get a chance to talk, we'll clear the air.
Not the album that he swore Drake was going to flop. Not this. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so after Rick Ross's album Set in Stone flopped, 50 Cent decided to speak out against it, which caused Ross to fire back.
I got a DM say, Rose, how you feel about what 50 said? What the? I said, what did 50 say? Excuse me, before you mention what 50 said, let me ask how's it going over there in Shreveport?
All right, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, we all have. Let's talk about him. He's saying he is pushing back from Shreveport. What does that mean? He's invested with all of this property that he's bought. Does that mean that he doesn't want to work with the city of Shreveport and these ventures anymore? What does that mean?
You borrowed all them people money. Did you return their money back? And because Shreveport ain't give you the loans you was looking for. Because they smart. LA don't need a fucking film studio. Hollywood don't need it. Why would you need a film studio? You're stealing people money. Get them people back their money, Curtis. Now.
And this time, the whole situation somehow pulled Eminem, the late Tupac Shakur, and the upcoming Street Fighter movie into the same conversation. Yeah, things got messy fast.
Came in when it came time, but it was one of those things where, look, at some points, when people have success for the first time in their career, sometimes they need it to be all theirs, right? So the difficult thing is if they have their success for the first time and it's a 50 Cent show, it is a 50 Cent show. Like publicly, people look at it like it's presented by 50 Cent. It's 50 Cent. The story is from Southside Jamaica, Queens. Everything is 50 Cent tied to the show. The music that's playing is 50 Cent. It got awkward for the writer, for the showrunner, because she felt like it was registering as a 50 Cent show instead of her show. And that turned into, it got weird with her behaviors and the things that was going on behind the scenes with her. And then it also was friction between her and Amari, because he was feeling like he was the lead and the star of the show. So she was having a problem with anybody who was leading the show because she felt like it was her show, like it was hers. And it was a show rightfully as a writer, but he is the star of the show. Omari would have died, Ghost Must Die, he would have died where Kanan died, that much earlier. She planned to kill Omari's character off right there. And I'm like, nah.
I want to go viral this morning, so Curtis, I ain't finished with you. I saw you making excuses of why you was kicked off the shows, blamed it on the black woman. She's the creator, she wrote it. It's her show. Ghost was her show, Kanan was her show. She gave you $3,500 an episode. Just to do little posts and all that. Be loyal to the black woman the way you are to Eminem. She gave you an opportunity.
For years, 50 and Ross have traded jabs, jokes, and public comments. So fans already know that almost anything can become ammunition when these two start going at each other. But this latest development caught people off guard because it wasn't originally even about Ross. It started with 50 talking about new music, only for the conversation to quickly turn into another chapter of their ongoing drama.
Did 50 Cent cross the line by making new music with Tupac? Rick Ross definitely.
But I heard
so.
you say you finna release new music with Eminem and Tupac. Hey, boy, Pac been dead 30 years. Let the man rest in peace.
I got some music that I'm working on.
You do?
I did something currently, me, Eminem, and Tupac.
And Eminem, come on now.
Suddenly, people online were breaking down what Fifth said, questioning how the track could work and waiting to see who would respond next.
Rick Ross, the GOAT, says that if he wanted to sell 200,000-300,000 copies the first week, like all these other guys, he could have done that too.
Y'all niggas crazy? These say they could sell 300 gazillion streams in the first 3 weeks, but where your clothesline at then? Why you ain't selling no shoes? You should be able to sell protein shakes if you sell that many streams. Y'all niggas should be selling peptides. You should be able to sell anything if those numbers weren't inflated. Now Google all of their other assets outside of music. They spirits business, clothes business, this business, everything else. SMS audio.
50 Cent later gave more context about the Tupac feature, explaining that Tupac's estate had authorized the use of previously recorded vocals. He also specifically stated that AI was not used for Pac's contribution, shutting down one of the biggest questions fans had after hearing the announcement. But Rick Ross clearly wasn't impressed by all the hype. Ross quickly jumped on Instagram and laughed at the whole situation, turning what was supposed to be a major soundtrack reveal into another opportunity to take a shot at his longtime rival.
I mean, Rick Ross went from selling 200,000 copies 20 years ago, first week sales, to barely being able to sell 20,000 in 2026. And I would argue that a lot of celebrities don't know how to deal with the fall off.
Man, the car show was a success, huge success. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Everybody who bought a ticket, who could imagine 5 years began as a dream. Here we are, everybody came out, everybody that performed, Finesse 2 times, Young Miami, Nino Breeze. Man, I'm finna relax for a second before this finals games. And once again, man, thank you. All my partners, Wingstop, Real Edition, Mario Montoya, Abby and Co. on the collab with the keys. Shout out to all the new key winners, all the OG key holders. It's all about bigger and bigger, baby. The boat.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. Like, half the Canada, Rick Ross got fucked.
So they're just arguing, two rich guys arguing about nonsense.
Ross said, "You're F-ing releasing new music with Eminem and Tupac. Pac has been dead for over 30 years. Let that man rest in peace." That comment instantly shifted the energy around the story because, instead of everyone simply talking about how 50 managed to put the collaboration together, the spotlight went straight back to the tension between these two. And that's when it became pretty clear that this wasn't only a debate about Tupac's vocals or the Street Fighter soundtrack. It was another round in one of hip-hop's longest-running rivalries. And the timing made Ross' response hit even harder. The latest back-and-forth had already been heating up because 50 Cent spent days clowning Rick Ross over the reported first-week performance of Asterisk Set in Stone Asterisk. Fifth posted jokes online, questioned the reported numbers, and kept poking at Ross from different angles.
22,000 the first week, 20 the second week. People with all these followers sell other products outside of the music. Why their sneakers can't sell, alcohol can't sell, why everything else you do outside of music is unsuccessful. The new flex is no bots.
So he did drop Set in Stone recently, but he only did 22,000. 50 Cent has been having a fucking ball. Posted Ross, he says Ross hits a new chart low with his new album. He says, LOL, I'm sorry, it's over. Can't fake it forever. He also posted something else. He says, Rick Ross concert, Detroit, Michigan, 8:30. Start time was 8 p.m. He says, God damn, I never seen it this bad before. What you gonna focus on? The wings?
I got a question. Would you rather have Paddy's in your size, enjoy your entire bottle of Luke Belaire conversating business with the boss, or listening to the vinyl with Ricky Rose and taking your autographed CD home? What would you rather have? Ricky Rose, Set in Stone, the album of the year. Speaking to the true hip-hop lovers. Never get caught up in the propaganda. Go to the product. Rose putting the dope music out. That's who fight my battles. Don't never come to the table with premeditated hate. When I was a young hustler, I bought Tupac and Big. It was about the music, and that's what it's about now. You gotta remember, since day one, when I was doing $1 million the first week, I was doing 150. 20 years later, here we are.
Hasn't been that positive, man. It depends how you want to look at Ross. If you want to say, hey, Ross is cross-collateralizing with all of his other ventures and he's not trying to compete on the current music scene, W. But I can't say that with Ross. I just got to be honest. Ross has been talking like he's competing. Ross is he's talking about Drake. He's talking about other people who are putting out top-ranking albums, sales-wise and otherwise. And if he could be criticizing them, he should be able to put up numbers and whatever that could match or compete, and he's not competing, just to be honest. So I think he has to take. I'm not too sure how much of an L it is, but just take the L for now, and try to come back better or change his narrative.
Let's make sure we keep the album as the discussion. As a boss, that's my responsibility. You feel me? Let's continue to discuss the album. Set in stone, what you love, what you may not, please do. You know what I'm saying? Leave it in the comments. Make sure it's looking like a fucking scene from 300. You know what I'm saying? Those who love what they love, rep it, you know what I mean? The Empire, what's up? But everybody, man, it ain't nothing but love, you heard me? Set in stone, out now. The boat.
Yo, who told Rick Ross that it was a good idea to go missing from music for 20 years and then drop an album and try to go on tour?
This is not the same Rick Ross. This is lowest week selling ever.
Told y'all I'm playing the long game with my album, Set in Stone, out now. We pulled the streaming report for Set in Stone first 2 weeks. With 63.5 million streams, that equates to approximately 42.5K albums sold, which does not include the physical products. That's equivalent to Ricky Rose selling 22,000 the first week and 20 the second week, which is no fall off. It's a long game we're playing here, guys.
There's no evidence presented here that 50 actually did that, but fans clearly remembered his history of trolling his rivals. Whether those comments reflect the actual turnout or were simply internet trolling, the footage gave 50 another opening to keep the pressure on Ross. At this point, forget *power*. This 50 Cent and Rick Ross feud has enough twists to carry its own entire series. Every time it looks like the drama might finally slow down, somebody posts something online, and suddenly, we're right back into another round. 1 minute they're arguing over reported album sales and concert attendance. The next minute, they're talking about mansions, Busey Nesses, streaming numbers, Tupac, Eminem, and a Street Fighter soundtrack. That's what makes this rivalry so unpredictable. Neither side seems interested in letting the other person get comfortable. And 50, especially, has built a reputation for spotting almost anything involving Ross and turning it into another joke or Instagram post. Ross, meanwhile, has shown that he's willing to respond with his own shots instead of simply ignoring the noise. But remember, social media clips, trolling posts, and fan comments don't automatically prove every claim being thrown around. A lot of this battle is about controlling the narrative, getting people talking, and making the other guy look shaky in front of millions of people online. So don't expect this feud to magically disappear anytime soon. After more than a decade of tension, it feels like one Instagram post, interview clip, sales report, concert video, or random comment is all it takes to kick off another round. The bigger question now is where this goes next. Do you think 50 Cent is winning the trolling battle, or is Rick Ross doing the smart thing by defending his career and keeping his focus on the bigger picture? And what about that Tupac collaboration? If the estate approved previously recorded vocals and no AI was used, are you interested in hearing Pac alongside Eminem and 50? Or do you agree with Ross that Tupac should be left out of new releases? Drop your take in the comments because this one is guaranteed to have people divided. If you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more hip-hop news and drama, and share this video with somebody who always has an opinion on 50 and Ross. Turn on those notifications too, because with these two, the next shot could come at any moment. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.